guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today I have a really quick video. It's basically going to explain to you how I set up a newborn session. This is my second newborn of the day, so it's a little later in the evening, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up for her. I started setting up for the first one and the battery died, so we don't have that footage. Mom, basically, I'll just show you basically how Mom wants it to be set up, the color schemes, and then I put my creative spin on it with different props that I have, like the headbands, the bonnets, the wraps, the outfits, you name it, we've got it. So yeah, so join us today. I'll be showing you guys a few new backdrops that I have that will fit her color scheme. Go ahead and stick around for the rest of the video and we'll get right into it. Okay, so this is how crazy the studio looks, but this is after baby boy. And so we're gonna go ahead and clean all of this up and go ahead and set up for our next client and get everything ready for her. Okay, so I went ahead and changed my backdrop to my dark woods and fluffed up my beanbag a little bit. Off camera, you kind of always want to keep this, you know, not super firm, but firm enough where you can make a dent and baby not go anywhere. So I went ahead and fluffed this up off camera. I'm going to show you how many layers I put down over the beanbag, just so that one, it pads it, so that when I put my posing pillows underneath, it doesn't look like super lumpy. I use these 4 pieces. So these are all, well, I use 2 fleece blankets. I got these blankets from Walmart, and I want to say they were like $2 and change for the little fleece blankets. So I have 2 of them, and I folded them in half so that they were doubled, and I laid both of those together as my very bottom layers. Now you do want these to be straight as well, as you know, as far as whatever fleece you're going to use or whatever bottom blankets you're going to use. I like to use fleece because they're really soft. I have this 3rd blanket, and it basically acts as one of the fleece blankets, but it's thinner, so that if for any reason, if baby happens to pee, it won't make it through all of the blankets. It'll most likely just hit this top layer. Now I use this one, this is a regular beanbag backdrop. I use this under every backdrop I use for babies, simply because it smooths out the texture from this top layer. As you can see, it's super wrinkled. Once pulled, you know, nice and tight, it's fine, but this helps to kind of, you know, give one more layer of a barrier between the posing pillows, and it helps to smooth out what this is, and it also meets the back of this so that the backdrops don't hang a weird way or don't sag or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of speed this up so that you can see just how I clip it. I use these little black clips from Walmart. I had these little black clips. Are they called alligator clips? I don't know. But I got these from Walmart. They're super cheap, but they're really strong as well. And I think they came like 16 to a pack or something like that. So I'd say you clip it the way you like, or the way you feel most comfortable. I do 2 in the front, 2 on the sides, and 2 in the back, just to kind of make sure that it stays in place. It's nice and pulled on each side, so that there's no like an extreme amount of wrinkles. So what you do want to do is clip all of the fabric, not just the backdrop. You want to clip all of these around your stand, just so that you know that they're not going anywhere. So again, from the side, you see that I have all of these. I'm just gonna pull it down and tuck it a little bit. Same thing on this side. I have all of my fleece hanging over. Just gonna pull this down and tuck it a little bit. And that's it for the base. Now on top of this, I just put whatever color I want to use. So today we're going to use lavender and kind of like a mint green. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, mint green being the second and the lavender being the top. Now both of these are knits. I believe they're from, well, I know they're from Chickaboo, and I use them quite a lot, the company quite a lot. These I just got, and I used the mustard one for my boy earlier today. So I'm going to use these two for Mama today as well. So what I like to do is I like to kind of pre-tuck it, pull the clip, straighten it out, and then re-clip. Same thing on this side. Like to pre-hold it, take the clip, straighten it out, re-clip. And I do that all the way around. Again, pre-grab, pull the clip, straighten it out, re-clip. I like to do one at a time just because I don't want to get to a point where there's wrinkles. Some people do multiples at a time, and that works for them. I like to do single pieces just so that I know that it's on the right way. Okay, so this is what it looks like once it's all done. Sorry about my shadow, but you can see that everything was pulled nice and tight, and that's the benefit of doing everything one at a time. So these are the props that I'll be using today. I'm gonna keep it pretty simple because that's what Mom likes. She kind of wants more of like the flowers and the decor, so I kind of don't want to overdo it with too many props. We do have a couple of outfits, some bunny ears just because Easter is coming up. So we have some bunny ears. We have a few little outfits from a couple different vendors, and Mom wanted to do a red setup for the fact that she is a Valentine's Day baby. So we have a couple of things. I want to do this one. This fluff is from Oh So Fleeting, and she does a fantastic job with the color and everything like that. So kind of wanted to keep this one because of the flowers. Keep this one a little simple with just doing some fluff and a naked baby, so that's really pretty. This one right here is literally just a deep bowl, wooden bowl carved. A lot of photographers use them, and this one I got from Chickaboo as well, and I have a few from other vendors, but this is the one I'll be using today. And I just put it in a greenery wreath because Mama really likes the color green. So that's her favorite color, so I want to make sure that in every setup we have a little bit of green, even if it's just the foliage. So I put that in there, and I'm going to put a bump blanket in here so that little lady can rest on it, or she can lay on her back on it in whatever color we decide. It'll probably be white. I'll probably put my white fluff in here. I'll most likely go ahead and just leave this white fluff in here, and then use a couple of these posing pillows. I have several of them. I believe these I got from Amazon, and they're full of cotton. And then I have these, which have a little bit more weight to them because they're filled with rice. And I got these off of Etsy. So this is what will go under the fabric as well. And that's why I use so many pieces of fleece, just so that I can kind of pad it and hide the shape of it. And we have our nest poser, which is going to be used for her to do the potato sack. And then we have these kind of half moon posers. I got this in a D-stash from another photographer, and they work quite well. So I put them under there to kind of help with bum up and side lying and those type of poses. but then we'll, you know, put different posers in here so that we can lift up her head or keep her from rolling or anything like that, just so that she's nice and comfortable. And pretty much after that, that'll be all. I like to keep it really simple so I don't overwork the baby. And we'll do some sibling shots. Her sibling is 11, so she's older. For younger siblings, I would usually put down my big white flocati so that they can both lay down together, because younger siblings usually don't hold their babies, so they're baby siblings. So with the 11-year-old, I'm gonna kind of have her stand like mom would normally stand and have her hold her different ways. And that's pretty much it. Okay, and that's how I basically set up a newborn session. It's relatively simple. I usually during the session I'll pull out like a couple of wraps, even though we have wraps out that are the exact same color as what mom requested. But during the session I usually get some type of inspiration. So I'll grab some flowers, I'll maybe change an outfit. Maybe if the baby is not really doing outfits too well, maybe we'll go ahead and grab a wrap that's the exact same color as the outfit, just so that mom still has that beautiful variety in her gallery. And sometimes babies will do fantastic and I'll be like, hey, well, let's go ahead and do something else, just to kind of like fluff up the gallery just a little bit more, just because baby is doing really, really great. So it's really simple. I fix up my bean bag with whatever colors I need, keep the wraps and hats and little tie backs of that nature, keep them really close, just so that as I'm working with her or him, I can change it out really quick, because once they sleep, once you go to moving them again, it's like most of them will wake up or they just won't, you know, won't stay in the position. So, but that's really it. I hope you guys found any of this information helpful. If you have any questions that I did not answer during this video, please go ahead and put that down in the comment section. I'll go ahead and get to those questions immediately as soon as I see them come through. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for viewing this video, and I hope to see you in our next video. Bye.